with Mocienne Petit Jackson. I am here in a nature park in the Netherlands where I live. I have no idea where I'm going to walk, and it's starting to rain. I have my rain jacket with me that I can put on, and it's okay if it's going to rain, because if it's going to rain, it's beautiful. Everyone should do it, and it's amazing to feel the rain. Enjoy the rain, enjoy the life, you know. Be grateful that it rains, and I will act that way. I walk here because I want to talk about my feelings. I want to talk deep about my feelings. This is a surrounding where a lot of people normally walk, and I thought if I walk now, this hour, I would not see a lot of people. So, hallo.
Lekker, hè?
Ja, lekker. Heel erg lekker. Look, who's saying hello? Hello. So it's start to rain, and I'm going to walk in the rain. I'm going to enjoy the rain. I'm gonna let my hair get wet in the rain while talking very deep about my emotions. I'm going to say something. I'm not good in pronouncing name, in that kind of name. Anna Hague, the actress who have died in an accident, 2 weeks ago. She was my hero. I've been absolutely crushed. I've been crushed. She died, and I just had an emotional, like this emotional breakdown. How does my emotional breakdowns come out? I have no desire to eat. I feel like I cannot move my body, and I don't necessarily cry, but I feel very unhappy inside. So I don't even know if I say her name right. Anna Hague, the actress. And why was she my hero? Because as a black person, I always believed that people who are Caucasian white, they didn't go to drama. I always believed that only black people go through drama, black people go through pain, and that all white families were perfect, like in the commercials. So when I was when I was a child, and I was a black child, I always saw the beautiful commercials with white people, father and mother, having time of their life, and that created the illusion to me that every Caucasian family had a good life, and that only we black people had a bad life. But then, out of nowhere, Anna Hague came into my life. And she had a relationship with Ellen, the reporter. I don't like her. And she came out as lesbian. And I'm not a lesbian, but I fell in love with her in the second. I fell in love with her because she talked about her being abused. I mean, she was blonde, blue hair, and she had a father and a mother, And she was, to me, in my eyes, I felt that she was perfect. I mean, she was living the perfect life, in my opinion. That she even had the privilege to be occasion lesbian, and so I thought she had a good life. And then she started to talk about that she was sexual abused by her father, and I was like, "What? That's not possible. You are Caucasian. It cannot happen. You are a Caucasian person, blonde, blue eyes, father and a mother. That do not happen to you. This kind of things only happen to black people. So what are you talking about? Like what?" So what Anna Hague did to me is like showing me that child abuse, child rape can even happen in their own family by DNA. And I remember her power, I'm crying, I'm going to cry, her incredible braveness, how she stand in life and dared to talk about her Christian mother who did not want to know about this scandal that she was raped as a baby till she was 8 years old, all this kind of things. And how brave she was talking about that. Really this woman, she absolutely crushed my world of everything that I know, everything that I imagine about Caucasian people. She just proved me wrong. She just absolutely proved me wrong. And Ellen, her ex, became her ex. I was happy that Ellen became her ex, because I didn't like the woman with her talk show Ellen. I knew she was a rotten apple. The way she put people things in the mouth, the way she liked to scare people, the way she copied Oprah Winfrey show. So I knew that Ellen wasn't the right person for her. So there are some dogs around me to make sure don't pay any attention to them, don't move, don't look at them. If I don't give them attention, they will know. Don't talk to them. Look. So they're out. So Anne Hague, she was just phenomenal woman to me. So she absolutely crushed my world about what I knew about Caucasian people's family. And it was in the beginning of the 19th, she was telling that. And I never realized really that she was just a couple years older than me. But she was so incredible wise, this woman. She was so extraordinary wise. And the way that she handled her fame and her career was phenomenal. And then she became, from a lesbian, she became an hetero, and she also educated me about being bisexual. So this woman have educated me so much throughout of my life. And she also have educated me that don't matter which color you are, you can be poor. Even if you are Caucasian, even if you are black, Afro-American, even if you're Asian, that money problems was in every culture, and also in the Caucasian culture. And to me, it was just phenomenal that the commercials wise that I was educated that Caucasian people had a good life, a good family life, no financial problem. She just destroyed everything that I imagined about Caucasian people. Look that cutie. Look at me. Huh? He come to say hello to me. So Anna Hague, she was like, whoa, my hero, my hero. Oprah Winfrey have never been my hero. The first time I saw her, I was thinking, whoa, my God, the woman's a bitch. A woman is absolutely a bitch. And even she told me about her child abuse and losing a baby in a very young age. It couldn't touch me because to me, Oprah Winfrey was selling her story to make profit. While with Anna Hack, she was sincere. She said come from a Christian family, and no one was allowed to accept or to hear me out what was going on. And she was sincere, and she was real. She touched me. She just touched me in everything. This woman touched me. And she made me think about life. She made me feel that I wasn't alone. And she wasn't scared to say we were poor. We had nothing in our family. And I was like, what? You are Caucasian. You have a father and mother. You have a brother, a sister. How can that be? So this woman was so extraordinary in my life, in my world. So her dying in this horrific accident just made me fall apart. I just fall apart. When I heard how bad her accident was, I'm a professional health caregiver for 30 years. Over 30 years, I work in the fields. And when I saw the photos of TMZ with her body, I knew it was bad, and I knew that I didn't want to see her living with a handicap, or, I didn't want her to have that kind of life. So I did my praise, and I prayed to God, Allah, Buddha. You know that I believe in all the religions, as I say, and I just prayed to God to do the best was the best for her soul. And I didn't talk to anyone for a very long time. I didn't make phone calls. Even my second mom, Edith, she's a very important woman in my life. She was like, after 10 days, I'm calling her. Oh, it was a long time since you called. I didn't even talk to her about it, that my hero died in such a horrible accident. I didn't even talk with my mom about that. This woman that's been in my life, and my second mom, I didn't even mention, because I really needed time to say anything. And I was on Twitter, and I was on Instagram. I was reading about her, and I couldn't find anything anywhere. I couldn't find anything anywhere where people could describe her, how heroic she was, because she was one of the few artists in a generation where people start talking about being lesbian, people start talking about child abuse. She was one of the first who was honest about this kind of things. Nobody was talking about the real things in Hollywood, and she was. Nobody called her a hero. And I wanted to let the world know she's my hero. Me, Mocienne Petit Jackson. I'm still here today because women like her, they kept me standing when my world was going down. It was in the beginning of the 90s that she started to talk about things. And it was in the same times that I run away from my adoptive parents after being abused for years and going to legal separation with them to make sure they can never touch me, never hurt me again. And then there was this woman, Anna Hague. Blonde, blue eyes, beautiful, smart, intelligent, talking about all the problems she faced. She wrote an autobiographic book. I didn't buy it because I couldn't deal with it. Emotional. I knew I couldn't read it. And now that she have passed, I want to have that book. Why do I want to have the book? Because if I ever get a daughter, if I ever meet someone, I want to say, look, this woman, she's my hero. And never in a million years I expect her to die the way and this way. Her family, they all have died in a traumatic way. So I was thinking, oh my God, is that also going to happen to me? Am I also going to die in a very traumatic way, like her family is dying? And then I decided to myself, I'm not going to think about it that way because it's not my life, this is her life. But I do know that God made the right decision, Allah, Buddha, made the right decision to take her soul in a right way. Hollywood was very cruel, only talking about drugs and things are going on. But Hollywood have never given her the credit about the suffering that this woman did and still accomplishing to live her life as best as she could. No one talk about it. And then it remind me again, me being famous in Hollywood. It educated me something very important about my life. And that is to be me, to stay me, and make sure I keep focus. And that's what she did. So all the media was could do, maybe there was cocaine in her blood, drunk in her blood. No one was talking about the hard life that this woman had to live to survive all the rape and the abuse and the blackmailing in Hollywood, what she went through. No one talked about her grief. No one talked about her suffering. And no one talked about the humiliation she have went through being in Hollywood stars who dare to be the first, one of few first people in Hollywood to come out as a lesbian. And then making black by Ellen, that talk show host that I don't like, her ex, all the horrible things that she did. And also daring to talk about mental health, all the problem that she was thinking. When I came out saying that Michael Jackson is my father, everyone in Hollywood was screaming. Every tabloid was writing, she must be mental crazy saying that. But this woman, she would not say that because she lived. She lived and understand because her father was a pedophile. Because her father was a real pedophile. She dared to say that. She dared to say, my dad is a pedophile. She did. Anna Hague dared to say that. She said, my family is Christian. They try to hide everything. And then I'm thinking, yes. Because her being honest also made me realize what my Christian family did. I was born unwanted. And all my life, what the Jackson family did and the Ross family did, trying to hide me. Because they are a good Christian family. And Christian family don't have children without marriage. Christian family, they don't talk about child abuse. I mean, it wasn't Katharine Jackson who was talking to the world about that her children were being abused by Joe Jackson, her husband. A good Christian woman don't talk about that kind of things. I mean, so why would the Jackson family talk about Michael Jackson having a secret child at 17? A good Christian family do not do that. Why would a Christian family talk about that the child have been kidnapped? Good Christian family do not do that. So Anne Hague, she dares to do things that many Hollywood stars will never do. She dared to speak her mind. And for that, she was punished. She was brutalized, punished. And when she died, by accident, the press again, the tabloid again, America again, Hollywood again could only talk about her abuse, her drug abuse. But they didn't talk about poor woman, all the suffering that she did. They refused. They refused because you can see Hollywood as a Christian Catholic church. They do not talk about things that matter. Some people say, how come that in Hague, she came out of the car, she could walk, and then she collapsed, then she died. Did she really die? To these people, I say, please do not talk to me about this bullshit. When you going through an accident, you go in shock. You're trying to survive life. And she was amazing strong that she was able to stand up for a second, get into the ambulance, and then she collapsed. It's normal. But this is Hollywood, always making things up that doesn't count. She didn't get the respect that I believe she deserved it. A very strong, brave woman who absolutely made a fundamental change for lesbian, for young Caucasian children who were sexual incest abuse. Her father was the first man in the world who was diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. Her father was the first who was publicly hanged by his own daughter for being a pedophile. I mean, how brave of soul are you if you dare to do that? If you are a public person and you dare to say, my father is a pedophile, my father is a high gay, and my father has HIV. Incredible brave. And this woman, she suffered for it. Throughout of her life, she suffered for it. She had 2 marriages that she couldn't keep up. They stranded. She had 2 beautiful sons that I know that she loved dearly and will protect with her life. And she did an amazing job. But did Hollywood say that enough? No. Hollywood did not. And this reminds me of me saying Michael Jackson is my father. Hollywood's not going to be the one who comes to defend me when it proved maybe that Jermaine Jackson is my father by DNA and not Michael Jackson. Hollywood will crush me. Hollywood will crush me. So now that my hero of this woman died, Anne Hague, I'm not going to be scared. I'm going to be brave just like her. I'm really going to be brave. And going through this process, me going to court with the Dutch government, I'm going to share my pain. I'm really going to share every emotions that I feel. I'm going to share it. Because I'm not going to be shut down. Because people think I'm crazy. Or people think I'm delusional, you know. I mean, I know that when Anne said in an interview, wrote her book about the horrible youth that she had, I know Hollywood wasn't going to accept that because Hollywood wanted to use it sneaky to make money of her, put slowly, embarrass her, like the way they have embarrassed me in 2010. This crazy woman of the Netherlands, delusional woman, think Michael Jackson's her father. This is what the media wants. They just absolutely want to break you in every way. And this woman, this incredible, brave woman who have died, was my hero. And I want the whole world to know she was my hero. And I love her. And I love her and I appreciate her. And because of her, I'm going to be more than the best of me. There was Mocienne Petit Jackson. And I hope every human being have this kind of heroes in her life. She was mine, my hero. Was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for watching my channel. Stay safe. And stay away from Hollywood.